Sorry about that. A hiccup, as it were. God, you know what they say. If technical difficulties, right? If I didn't have technical difficulties, I wouldn't actually be a streamer. But I'm back. I'm back. Hi, everybody. It's me, Ophelia Crane. This is Will Talk for Horror Movies. I, I, yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm getting my stuff together. Okay. All right. Let's try it again. You want to try it again? Let's try it again. I know you want to try it again. So, let me recue the movie up because I think this whole thing dropped. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Carnival of Souls. Starring some people that whose names I don't know. Hope you enjoy it.
Hey, Joe, drag your foot, boy. Look what we got here. Hey, you want to drag, huh? Come on. See that telephone pole? We'll take you to it, yeah.
Ooh, drag racing. How vintage.
Yeah, come on. You want to try?
Did people just really do this?
Come on, man.
Just randomly? Broad daylight? Seems kind of dumb, but okay. And they're drag racing. Broad daylight. In the suburbs. Wow, this seems like a bad idea. I'm no expert or nothing on this sort of thing, but this seems like a bad idea. Whoa. Oh, low budgets. I love it. Oh. Well, that was a short movie. Good night, everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks for joining me for World Tour for Horror Movies. That was a really short movie. Yeah. Carnival of Souls. Candice Hilligos. A bunch of other people. I like Candy Hilligos's face, though. I can't explain it. It's something about she's got this kind of upturned nose. I think it's really interesting. I don't know if she's ever been in any other movie. I think it's the only thing I've ever seen her in, and it's been a very long time since I've seen this movie, so if I talk like I've never seen this movie, it's probably because the last time I saw it was like maybe many years ago. I don't know what organ this is being played on, but it's amazing.
Sir, as high as this river is right now, and with all the mud and sand it's carrying, well, they may never find that car. Right there. All right, now let's hear your story about how it wasn't our fault. We were the first ones on the bridge, and coming along, following the tracks, and they wanted to get around us, I guess, and they lost control and they dropped off.
Sure you didn't crowd them off?
It's an interesting place for the story to start.
3 hours. Yeah, not sure I want to find that car now. This sand and with that current, we may never find it. Yeah, all I guess we can do is keep trying.
Guess we can do is you keep trying. Does this not feel like one of those old... Oh, look. She's fine.
Come on, let's get down there.
Doesn't this... Like, this feels like one of those cautionary type tale movies from this era. Like Reefer Madness, you know? I don't know if that was ever the original intention.
Mary Henry. Are you all right?
How'd you get out?
Yeah, put this on. We better get you back to town.
What about the other girl?
I don't remember.
Welp. Kid just shrugged his shoulders like, welp. I don't know if I'd ever drive over that bridge again. That would kind of be it for me. I would never drive over that bridge again. I once got into a car accident where I flipped my car. And for a long time, I couldn't drive on the road where I flipped my car from. I'm gonna sound old as hell, but I remember my grandmother used to have an organ like that in her house. I don't know why either. I don't know if she could play it or not. I know she had lessons, but I'd never seen her play that organ or any piano or any instrument for that matter. Organ music always reminds me of either church baseball games or old horror movies.
Is this like the one I'll be playing in Utah?
It's quite similar. I supervised the installation myself. The accident won't delay your going, will it?
No. I'm leaving this morning. There's nothing I can do here.
That's right. Well, Mary, you'll make a fine organist for that church. Be very satisfying to you, I think.
It's just a job.
Well, it's not quite the attitude for going into church work.
I'm not taking the vows. I'm only going to play the organ.
Want more than that? Of course, it doesn't pay much, but, well, at least it's something. Are you You driving by Benton to see your folks?
No, I can't. I'm afraid I've got to leave. I'm going to drive straight through.
Mary, it takes more than intellect to be a musician. Put your soul into it a little. Okay?
I, that felt like an insult.
Good luck, Mary.
Good luck, Mary.
The next time you're in.
Thank you. But I'm never coming back.
She says she ain't never coming back. Well, I never.
I don't know about that girl.
How do you mean?
Day before yesterday, she was the only one of 3 girls to survive an accident.
Day before yesterday?
Feel a little something like humbleness or gratitude.
Never know what she thinks. She's always kept pretty much to herself.
Yeah, maybe in her place I'd do the same thing. Just pick up life again.
Well, she's so quiet-like, she fools you. But she's a tough-minded little thing.
I guess that's what it takes to survive. I still say she's behaving strange.
Well, if she's got a problem, it'll go right along with her.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, but can you blame her? She like lost all of her friends in a drag racing accident. She's the only survivor of a horrible car crash. We gotta cut her some slack, man. Every time I watch movies like this, I always wonder how much of movies from this time are real versus movies. Like, you know how you watch a movie and you think, oh, that's just an artist's ideal, you know? I always think that when watching movies like this. Like the music and the clothes and yeah. I know from my elders that the fact she's not wearing a seatbelt, that's accurate because seatbelts were not a thing then. Of course, if they were, her friends would have survived too. Or maybe not. This wouldn't have mattered, huh? No radio. Speed up? That's a weird reaction, but okay. Shelley Duvall, that's what she looks like. Bad luck with cars. Maybe she should have biked out of town. Okay. Sorry, I gotta check the sound real quick. I keep thinking the sound on my computer isn't working. It's my own paranoia.
Can I help you?
Fill it up.
All right.
Hey, fun fact. Did you know that self-service was not a thing once upon a time? That anytime you went to go to a gas station, there was always somebody to fill up your tank? Like that was a service that the gas station used to provide. Also used to clean your windows.
Anything else, lady?
Could you tell me what that big structure is back a few miles by the lake?
Oh, you mean the old bathhouse? That used to be a pretty risky place in the old days. Then the lake went down and they made a dance hall out of it. Then they put those buildings up out there and made some sort of a carnival there for a while. That's years ago, though.
A Carnival of Souls.
I see. I have an address here of a rooming house. Could you direct me?
Oh, sure. Well, that's just right over here, little ways.
Classy transition.
Been saving it for you since I got your letter.
2 days ago?
I rented it yesterday if I wanted. Oh, it's fine. Just about what I expected. I knew you'd like it. This ain't no regular rooming house, you know. I only got you, Mr. Linden, across the hall. This room's got its own private bathroom, too.
Mm.
You can take all the baths you want. I'm not one to fuss about things like that. Strangely, I think I'll be quite comfortable. Well, hope you'll stay a while. I'm downstairs in the back part of the house, so if there's anything else you need, guess you'll have to wait till morning. All right. Good night, Mr. Thomas.
Well, it's been a very strange night. You almost crashed your car. Again. But now, we're in a nice little hotel room. And it's fine. Huh. I just called about your warranty. Sorry, pardon me a second, you guys. I am looking up information about this movie.
And this, Miss Henry, is our pride and joy.
You know this was made in the same town where I've been studying.
Of course, that's where we heard about you. Oh, by the way, you have found a place to stay.
Yes, I have a room.
Good. Well, we hope you're going to like it here. We're not the largest church in this area, of course, but we have a nice congregation. We'll have to have some sort of reception. They'll want to meet you.
Couldn't we just skip that?
Skip that?
She just wants to be an organist.
Necessity. I don't know what some of the ladies will say.
If they say I'm a fine organist, that should be enough, shouldn't it?
Well, yes, of course. We'll let it go at that for the time being. But, my dear, you cannot live in isolation from the human race.
Mind if I try this now?
I want you to.
Hmm. Organ music.
I'll be next door after night. If you need me.
And everyone's happy. Warm and fuzzy.
We have an organist capable of stirring souls.
We have an organist capable of stirring the soul. Wow. It's a creepy old church. Hey, it's your stalker. How about that?
What do you see?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I practiced all afternoon and got me in a mood.
You need some fresh air. I've got to make a call out past the lake. Would you like to come along for the ride?
You know that old pavilion out there? Where we passed it?
Go right by it. Stop and look at it if you like.
I would, with you along.
Sure. It'll be fine. Nothing could go wrong.
This used to be quite a place. It's been deserted for a long time now.
Will you take me in?
Goodness, no. It isn't safe out there anymore. That's why they put up this barrier.
It'd be very easy to step around it.
What attraction could there be for you out there?
I'm not sure. I'm a reasonable person. I don't know. Maybe I want to satisfy myself that the place is nothing more than it appears to be. Would you take me out there?
Oh, the law has placed it off limits. Wouldn't be very seemly for a minister to break the law, would it?
No.
Maybe I can come back some other time.
Shall we go along now?
And she's mysteriously attracted to the strange place.
I thought that'd be here. Good evening. Organ playing must take a long time. You've been gone most the whole day. I I went for a long drive in the country with my new boy, an elderly minister. Oh, that must have been a kick in the head. I learned that from my other boarder, Mr. Listen. You get some supper? Oh, I forgot. Well, it ain't no boarding house, but I got some coffee and sandwich makings left. I can bring you some up after a while. Good. I'll be taking one of those bags you're so generous with. Well, take as many as you want. I ain't one to make a fuss about a thing like that.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, dude. Man, if there were any signs in this movie of a woman being unsafe. No, not Mrs. Wallace. Girl, you need to invest in a robe. Look first. Ugh.
I thought you were in the stable.
Yeah, when you asked me, I'm John Linden. I'm your neighbor right across the hall.
Nice to meet you.
Get up out of my house.
I just wondered
I
if you're
just
not doing it.
stand right there.
Creep. You perv.
I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Mary Henry.
Yeah, I know. I heard you kept Mrs. Tom Trevor anything yet, huh? Well, I just thought, and being neighborly and all, I haven't eaten anything either. I just thought we had to ask you out for dinner.
That's very thoughtful of you, but I can't accept.
I know. It hasn't mattered or anything yet, but I just thought
I'm
we were
sorry,
huh?
you have to excuse me.
Look, there's a my restaurant right down the street. I just thought
Take a hint, bud.
this guy doesn't like to eat fine stuff.
I've had arrangements with my room for now.
Ugh.
Good night, Mr. Lemon.
Good night. Girl, lock your door. Creepy guys. Yikes. There's that guy again. There's your stalker. I have no idea what a young girl does in the early 60s does if there's a creepy man in pancake makeup following you. Lock the door.
Miss Henry? It's Miss Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Linden. He has the room across the hall.
Who's Mr. Linden?
I mean the other one. There is no other. Me and you and Mr. Linden. Us three is all there is in this house. But you must have passed him out there. You're needing this food. All about eating makes you jumpy sometimes. Maybe you heard the boards pop or something. These old houses creak worse than my knees. I didn't hear him, Tom. I saw him.
There's a dude in pancake makeup downstairs.
Don't talk that way.
He's got flour on his face. He's gonna come to get me.
If these old houses, they're big enough so that you could hide a man in every corner.
No. No.
You just gotta not let your imagination run away. Are you going out there? Well, of course.
I don't blame her. I'd be freaked out too. I'd be thoroughly freaked out. I wouldn't be letting anybody in.
There's nobody there. Now you just go and eat that sandwich I made for you. Don't drink the coffee. If coffee keeps you awake, it won't. Coffee never keeps me awake.
Nope. And she's awake. Coffee never keeps me awake, and now she can't sleep. Did she sleep at all? Creep again. You know, you could at least have a decency to wait until the afternoon to come visit.
I heard your alarm. I knew you'd be up. Guess what I got?
I can't imagine.
Just what it takes to start the day off right. I make it in my room. You know, it saves me having to go out and get dressed up. I had to get dressed to come over here anyway.
Oh, that's just like what I need.
Well, and 2 cups of coffee coming up. Hey, I guess you took her on last night about me coming to your door and all.
I'm not a very sociable person ordinarily. How can I resist an inducement like this?
What? Come on, I don't know all those big words. I'm just an ordinary guy who works in a warehouse, that's all.
Oh boy.
Hey, look, I got a couple of shots left over from last night. You want a little bit in yours?
No, thanks. It's not the recommended breakfast for a church organist.
Oh, is that what you do? Hey, you mean they pay somebody to play the organ in church?
Some churches do.
Hey, I hope you don't mind about this. I just didn't know you were a church woman.
To me, a church is just a place of business.
Well, that's a funny way to look at it.
Why? People seem shocked because I took a job in a church, and I regard it simply as a job. I'm a professional organist, and I play for pay, that's all.
Where else was she playing in the 60s?
Strange you should say that. As a matter of fact, not for that reason, mind you, but I had the strangest feeling last night.
Yeah. I kind of lost night myself.
Funny. The world is so different in the daylight. But in the dark, your old fantasies get so out of hand. In the daylight, everything falls back into place again. Let's have no more nights.
Or let's make them more interesting. Hey, how'd you get to be a church organist?
I studied it in college.
I could have gone to college.
You can study that in college?
Football, but they wanted me to take a lot of classes and things, you know?
Well, they're that way.
No, I'm just as smart as the next guy. Yeah, but I just didn't dig what they were teaching in school, you know? And the thing I hated most was principal product.
Principal product?
You know, like the principal product of Brazil,
God.
coffee, beans, and snake oil, you know, like that. When I was in school, I couldn't care less. Tell you what I cared about was girls.
Didn't they offer a course in that?
Would have done that, I would have graduated.
Ugh.
What's the matter? Can you still taste the coffee?
Come on, what do you think, I'm an alcoholic? Look, I just like to start the day off in a good mood, that's all.
You must be hilarious by noon.
I employed one, you know, the happy worker. Come on, tonight, make your morning happy.
This morning, you're exactly what I needed.
I do not like this guy.
Don't know it yet.
I'll rinse off these cups.
Just spoils the flavor for tomorrow.
Well, thank you for the coffee. It was unsanitary, but delicious.
Well, should have put some of the germ killer inside. Well, I hate to leave so early.
I think you can get through the door.
You know, you got the wrong impression of me.
Well, I meant
Does
you
she?
had so many things to carry.
Like I said, I got to leave.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Mr. Linden, but I am sure you have to get to work.
Oh, don't you?
No, I have the whole day free for shopping.
Bye. Really, girl? Really? Really?
Does the hem hang right and back? We might change the hemline a little. The drape is just fine. Otherwise, it looks very nice. I'm sure it isn't very chic to take the second dress, but I like it. We also have a little here to make it straight all the way around. There, do you want to go back to your dressing room?
I was once told that dresses in the 60s had really high zippers in the back because they were designed for men to zip you up. I have a couple of old school dresses like that are impossible to zip up for that reason. They're impossible to zip up yourself. That was weird. Okay, girl. See, shouldn't have been drinking with homeboy. Here's a fun fact about dresses like that. Wire hanger.
I believe I'll have you deliver the dress if you don't mind.
Hook it to the zipper. Zip you right up. No problem.
I take it.
Hello?
What's the
Hello?
matter with it? What's the matter with everyone?
Somebody turn the volume down.
Why don't they answer me?
Yeah, way down. Boy, I don't know what he put in that liquor, but it's got you tripping, girl. See, and this is why we don't drink alcohol from strangers. Let this be a lesson to all of you. There we go. Turn the sound back on. You were just a little crazy. It's fine. It's your stock. Is it? Oh.
What is it?
That man!
What about him?
I didn't mean any harm. I just stopped to get a drink.
No! Oh, it was that man! That man!
Batman?
There was someone else there! A strange man was there!
Now look, you've had a fright. Hysteria won't solve anything. Now control yourself. Look, I'm Dr. Samuel. My office is right across the street there. You've had a shock. If you would like my assistance, I'll be glad to offer it.
Don't you do that.
Could I come with you now?
Certainly. I'll take her over to my office. We'll see that she's all right.
It's the wrong time period to go off somewhere with a random psychiatrist.
It was more than just not being able to hear anything. Or make contact with anyone. It was as though for a time I didn't exist. As though I had no place in the world. No part of the life around me.
And then you saw this man.
Yes.
Don't trust it. Don't you trust it.
Back, but I wanted to get some of that written down.
I must have been talking for an hour.
Anything else? Anything you haven't told me?
That's all there is. That's the whole story. He's been following me. That's all there is to it.
It isn't that simple, though, is it?
What do you mean?
He could hardly have been in the park this afternoon, or one of us men would have seen him.
Mm-hmm.
That night in the hallway, you said yourself the landlady came up a minute later, and she didn't see him, did she?
Mm-hmm.
What are you driving at?
You're crazy.
You were in a car that crashed into the river. How you got out of that, no one seems to know. But that experience must have been a serious emotional shock.
You think I imagined all of it, don't you? You think I'm insane?
I didn't say that. I don't mean that.
I'm a competent person. If anything, I'm a realist. I'm not given to imagining anything.
Hogwash. All of us imagine things. Have you ever heard two men talking behind your back and imagined they were talking about you? Have you never imagined you saw someone you knew and walked up to them and found they were a perfect stranger?
This isn't that, though.
What has to do with it?
The point is this. Our imaginations play tricks on us. They often misinterpret...
I'm sorry if you guys can hear my stomach.
I suppose so.
If that can happen in ordinary times, go a step further. Look what can happen in a high fever or following a serious emotional shock.
Doesn't seem possible that I could have imagined all of it.
Does this man, this figure, resemble anyone you've ever known? An acquaintance? Or your father?
No.
You have a boyfriend here or back home?
No, I have no desire for one.
Never?
No. Surprised to find myself saying that. But it's true. I have no desire for the close company of other people.
Have you always felt this way?
I don't know.
Don't you want to join in the things that other people do? Share the experiences of other people?
I don't feel capable of being very close to people.
Same.
I do feel that perhaps I am trying to reach out for those other things.
Do you feel guilty wanting them?
I don't understand you.
I'm not a psychiatrist, and perhaps I'm being clumsy at all this. But I am suggesting that perhaps this figure represents a guilt feeling.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Maybe. Frankly, I don't
I
know.
feel like he's this close to saying,
Well, I
you're
know
just
what-
hysterical.
My imagination is playing tricks on me. I'm going to put a stop to it.
You're a very strong-willed person, aren't you?
I survived, if that's what you mean.
That old pavilion out by the lake. Somehow you associate it with all this, don't you?
To go out there. I could put an end to that, too. I could go out
Now,
there.
don't be hasty.
Don't go out there.
If it is all my imagination, I could put a stop to it.
Maybe, but at least someone should be with you. Now, I can't
As you
possibly
say,
get away
Doctor,
now.
I'm a person of strong will. And the time to go out there is now. And if I have to, I can go alone.
So there. So she's going out to that lake to prove all of you wrong. I know what you're thinking. When does the carnival part of this movie start? Very soon. Be patient. That's why we can't have anything nice. Doom, doom, doom. I ain't no way you would catch me up in there. I'm not even entirely sure why she's decided to go back. I mean, I'm paying attention. Or decided to go to this place. I don't. Well, I know why, because she's drawn to it, but yeah. Oh, excuse me. That is unsettling. I don't know what it is about it, but it's very unsettling. Maybe the fact that it is in a carnival. Whatever you do, don't look in the water. So,
Say, I don't want to get turned down again. I was thinking asking you out to dinner.
I stopped for a bite to eat on the way in. Anyway, I had to practice at the church.
Look, how about if I pick you up afterwards? Go someplace, dance or something.
I'm sorry. I'm not much for dancing.
Ew.
You mind if I ask you a question?
I won't know until I hear it.
What, are you afraid of men?
No, I'm not afraid of men.
Well, you seem sort of cold. Morning when I brought you the coffee. Friendly.
This morning I needed company.
The bear.
Company tonight. Better than walking home alone.
Yes, it is. I should be finished around 9. Will that be all right?
That's okay by me. Say, I'll see you in church.
I have an important question. Was this just how men picked up women back in the day? I wasn't alive when this was out, so like there's nothing attractive to me about this guy. He's really very creepy and scary, and I don't like him. He's scarier than the white-faced guy that's been stalking her. Why? Is that Calliope music? Oh no. Oh no. She's losing her mind, Barbara. She's losing her mind, Barbara. Oh, that's creepy as heck. Mm-mm-mm. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like this. No, no, no.
Profane, sacrilege. What are you playing in this church?
I'm playing that Black Sabbath stuff.
Do you feel no reverence? I feel sorry for you and your lack of soul. This organ, the music of this church, these things have meaning and significance to us. I assume they did to you. But without this awareness, I'm afraid you cannot be our organist.
It was just...
I must ask you to resign.
It was just Indicata Davida. She done messed around and lost her job. Oh, she looks so sad too.
That does not mean that I am abandoning you, nor should you turn your back on the church. There is help here, and I urge you to accept it.
Ah, well. Play a little Marilyn Manson in the church and they get upset with you. What are you going to do? Creeper is waiting just as he said he would.
Well, hi there. I've been waiting an awful long time for you. My car's just over there. I know just the right place to go.
Man. She looks like somebody shot her cat.
What's the matter? Don't you drink either?
Not really.
Not really. How else is there if you don't drink really? Answer me that. Now me, I not only drink really, I really drink.
He drinks all the time. Even in his coffee in the morning.
What's the matter? Do you like the music either?
I like it fine.
You don't. You don't like to dance, and you don't like to drink. You
No.
don't like for a man to hold you close. That's it, isn't it?
I didn't say that.
You haven't said anything all evening.
Oh my God, he's turning into a jerk.
So much.
This is my surprise face.
Hey, Johnny, who's the doll?
Nobody you know, chicken.
Oh, come on now. You've been holding out on me. That's not the kind of pig you usually drag around.
Hey, you quit licking your chops. She's out of your class.
You want to bet?
Lay off, huh? I got something on the stove there, man.
Well, listen, I'll help you put it over.
I don't want her to think I even know creeps like you.
Good luck.
So much to unpack from that conversation.
Meet someone you know?
Yeah.
He's a college fella.
Want to meet? Want to be a meter?
Like you can.
I said, how could I? You're my date, you know. Said you didn't seem to enjoy my company much.
That's not true. I really appreciate you taking me out this evening. I had a miserable night as it happened.
Forget it. Come on, here. Join the party. Drink up.
Still having a miserable night.
I paid good money for that stuff. It ain't for it.
I'm sorry if I annoy you.
No, I don't get you. Where's your stabbing? Well, that's okay. That's class. If you got something, you just hold them back. No, everything I say is okay. You're a mouse.
Yesterday I didn't care. Tonight I want to be with you.
Me or just...
Why?
With you.
Why? Somebody please tell me what the appeal is.
Why don't you fall out, Or maybe you want to be alone, huh? I'll leave you alone if that's what you want.
I like being with you, really I do. I don't want to be alone tonight. I want to be near you.
I don't like it.
You mean that?
Yes.
I need somebody old to tell me that this guy was this stuff back then.
Why don't you get out of here? You know, my room is only a couple. It's likely to get very far from the island.
Like, everything about him says just creep. Creep and rapist.
Wait, Mrs. Thomas.
That old girl's in the back of the house. She won't hear nothing.
Wow. Girl, you need to keep a baseball bat by your bed.
You don't want to go in there all by yourself, do you? Dark and lonely in there. You don't have to be alone tonight. Just come in a while and stay with you. You don't want to be alone, do you?
No.
Ew. See, it's that now, and the next minute it's all, it was just a tip, baby.
Sorry.
Look, honey. You asked me, and you like me a little, huh?
No. Wow. Wow. That was awesome.
What's going on around here? What's the matter with you?
Aaron's after me. You gotta stop him. He's after me again.
I'm getting...
I don't want to go.
Not me, sister.
That's just what I need. Get mixed up with some girl who's off her rocker.
I don't want to be left alone.
She's being haunted by a very scary man. Oh, psychiatrist dude. He must be the only one in town.
What'd you find out, Doctor?
Not very much, I'm afraid.
I'm sure glad you just happened around. I was going to call somebody, but I was afraid you'd have to pay the bill.
I came on purpose. I've been thinking about her ever since she left my office yesterday. What's she been up to?
The devil knows that. I heard her moving things all around that room all night. Never heard such goings on. And she wouldn't let me in her room this morning.
She's a strange one. She absolutely refuses my help. I can't say that I blame her. There's something about her that completely baffles me. I've urged her to call upon me if she feels she needs help, and I hope she will.
You can't let her stay in this house.
You won't have to worry about that. She's determined to leave the city, and she wants to get away as soon as possible.
I hope she does leave.
Gotta have a job first.
I hope she can.
Ah, well. Going crazy is hard, you know? Trying to maintain a job while you're slowly going mad. It's hard.
Decided to leave, did you? Where you going?
Okay.
I can't refund none of your week's rent when you go off like that.
Well, yeah, I think she's finally, um, gone off the deep end, unfortunately.
Sounds like the transmission. Can you pull it up on the rack?
See, I thought her car sounded funny, but I just thought that that was just a thing. I didn't realize that was part of the plot.
Okay, fine.
Will it take long?
Well, I have to check it first. Would you like to get out?
Can I just sit here?
Sure. Suit yourself.
I always wanted to do that when I was a kid. I don't think you can, though. I think that's like super dangerous and they don't let you do that. But this is the 60s, so this was the era of lawn darts, I think. What was that, 70s? I think lawn darts were 70s. Oh. Uh-oh. And you can't get out of the car. And you can't get out of the car. Trapped. Trapped like a very pretty rat. And she's just running. I can't blame her though. I don't know what I would do in 2024 if there was some strange guy that was just popping up in mirrors and reflections and stuff and watching me. I don't know, call an exorcist. Uh-oh. It's happening again.
When is the next eastbound bus? When is the next bus leave? I must get on it. want to get out of here. I want to get away from here.
Eastbound bus. Now loading. Gate 9.
You know, you could take advantage of this. Just go and hop on the bus. It's hard to believe that women that used to just run around holding their purses without straps. Oh! Oh! Oh dear. Wrong bus. Wrong bus. So maybe the train?
Don't close the wait. Wait. Let me in. You gotta let me in. I gotta run it.
Ooh, she...
Get away from here. Please. Please.
Oh man.
You can hear me.
Wow.
They can't see me. Why can't they see me? Why? Why can't I hear anything? Will you help me? I need your help. Just a moment, please.
Oh man.
Why can't anybody hear me?
That would be a nightmare. What if you were just walking around one day and then all of a sudden nobody could see or hear you? I would hate that. Like, it seems like a good idea in some respects if you can just roll up on a place and take things, no one would know. But then on the other hand, like, oh yay, the birds are back. Your loved ones wouldn't see you and or hear you or anything. That would suck.
I don't belong in the world. That's what it is. Something separates me from other people.
It's a psychiatrist again.
They're everywhere. They're not going to let me go. Everywhere I turn. Something blocking my escape. Trying to prevent me from living. He's trying to take me back somewhere. I can't fight anymore. I don't know what's real anymore. Thank you, Doctor. You're my last hope. If you don't help me, I have to go back there. He's trying to take me back somewhere. Doctor, You've got to tell me what to do.
Doctor? It's him. Still in the car. Oh, I thought she was still up on the thing. Oh. I don't know why that gave me a start. And so she drives back out to the old Carnival of Souls. It's in the title. Why does that look even creepier in black and white? I did not like that. It's the dead. I don't like it when they come towards the camera. It skeeves me out. I don't like it. I've never liked it. It's the dance in the Carnival of the Dead. The Dance of the Dead in the Carnival of Souls. Which sounds like either a really good death metal band or death metal song or great title for a horror novel. I should write that down. Somebody write that down. Dance of the Dead in the Carnival of Souls. That's amazing. Oh, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Isn't that... That lady looks familiar. Isn't that you? You appear to be dead. Dancing with Grandpa Munster. Here they come. Here they come. They're all coming. I don't like running zombies or running dead anything. Sprinting dead things, I don't like that. Ah. I'm gonna say it. Don't get mad at me, but I'm gonna say it. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Me not like you. And so,
The car's still over there, and then a footprints leading up to here.
but where did she go?
Then nothing.
And then nothing. But where did she go? She went, say it with me, folks, to the Carnival of Souls. And then we're back at the river where this story started. They found the old car. And look at that. She was dead all along. Whoa. And she was dead all along. Well, clutch the pearls, ladies. That's it for Carnival of Souls. Okay, so because going into this, I didn't know a whole lot about this, I wanted to look up a couple of fun facts, okay? Stay with me. This is actually pretty interesting. So, did you know that George Romero noted this film as his inspiration for the original Night of the Living Dead, done in 1968, a few years after? This movie actually, another fun fact, this movie actually sunk the career of Candice Hilligoss. Hilligoss, her agent, straight up refused to represent her after this. This is the main character, the main actress. The movie flopped hard, but it became a cult classic. And this movie is public domain, like so public domain. Like you could actually, if you look this movie up on Wikipedia, you can actually watch this movie on Wikipedia. But it's public domain because they failed to include a copyright notice in the print of the film. So public domain in the U.S. Let's see. The damage to the bridge in the opening scene cost the director a whopping $12, which I don't know. With inflation, I don't know if that means it was like $20 in 2024. Either way, they just required that he funded the replacement to repair the bridge, and apparently it only cost $12. Sounds like a very old, very cheap bridge, though. Let's see. This story was inspired by The Hitchhiker in 1960. What else we got here? Trying to find interesting ones because there are quite a few fun facts about this one. This movie was filmed in 3 weeks. It resurfaced in 1989 after it was fully restored and giving more proper release in New York. So this movie was re-released in 1989. The result was the same as it was for the original filmmaker, in that they made no money on it. And no projects resulted from it, which is kind of a bummer. It's just one of those movies that just exists. Which, for art's sake, that's fine. This movie was remade in 1998. And honestly, I'm kind of curious because I've never seen the remake. And I am kind of curious to see what that would be like. Who's in the remake? Ooh, Shawnee Smith is in the remake. If you know, you know. Anybody else interested? A few familiar faces from television. Maybe. Maybe. One of these days, I'll watch it. I am, like I said, I am a bit curious about it. But, yeah, that was Carnival of Souls. And it is interesting to find out that George Romero used this movie, or cited this movie as one of his inspirations for Night of the Living Dead. And I can see that because there are a lot of shots that kind of remind me of Night of the Living Dead, not just because it's in black and white. Like I really, me joking around and saying they're coming to get you, Barbara, is not really a joke. I really felt like somebody should be saying that throughout this movie. But yeah, not a bad film for 1962. Next Wednesday, we will be watching The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which, you want to talk old movies? The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, hold up, real quick. I think that movie is like 100 years old. And I wish I were exaggerating. I think it might actually be 100 years old. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Oh my God. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Next week we'll be watching a movie that is 104 years old. It premiered in 1920. It's gonna be an old one, but it's a classic, and this is Horror Movie 101, so we're gonna do it. Yes, we are. Friday it's Primetime Twitch, where we will be continuing with Freddy's Nightmares. I forget what episodes are on, and it's a good thing that this story isn't really linear or anything, so just jump on in Friday, if you're interested in that. And then Saturday, I'll be starting my new endeavor, Tomato Bombs, where we will be watching movies that were so bad that they got under 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, and that's the only criteria, that they have to have gotten under 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I already have a good one queued up. So I hope you join me for that one. Other than that, that's tonight's movie. Wow. Gosh, oh golly gosh, oh golly gosh, gosh. I think, yeah. Yeah, I got nothing. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I sincerely hope you come back and join me on Friday and Saturday and next week for more horror stuff. As I said, This face, you're going to be seeing like this a lot more often, so just get used to it. It's not a filter, just get used to it. It's just how I'm going to look. It's fine. It's okay. Other than that, thank you for joining us. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite. Wait, I got a bed. Wait, hold it. I got a bed. I've almost got my outro. I've almost got it. How about? Ooh, okay. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the critters bite.